coming in hot from the East Village with Pat Samaha, Matt Hardy, and
sick.
Tobin Miller. Baby Shower Comedy Show,
Oh, you're on.
comedy podcast. And like, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram.
Guys, check out our YouTube. We're doing really good stuff. 68 subscribers.
Are we at 68 now?
Yep, I think so.
At this rate.
Welcome to the Yeehaw, boys and girls. Saturday, July 3rd,
July 2nd.
2nd. Can we get some Oz? Can we get a
What's the weather report?
yeah?
We have, it is Saturday, July 2nd. It is 88 degrees today.
Okay.
The air quality is moderate. Yep. We got a
Moderate.
UV index of 8. It's very high.
Wow.
Balmy 88.
Balmy out there.
It's balmy.
And people are they're getting stuck. I'm stuck in the Are you stuck in the city? Are you here for the whole weekend?
I was
You're stuck. We're stuck.
This New York this weekend
Brutal.
is probably one of the worst states that New York will be in because all of the hot rich people have left. So it's
Yeah.
really only poor, ugly people that are left in New York City.
Yeah, in the blazing heat.
No escape.
Monday's the 4th.
I actually have. I mean, we're going to a movie, but I have
Yeah.
a pool. I have a pool res at Dumbo House at 4 if we want to audible.
Wow.
We have options, baby. We could go pool Dumbo.
Oh man.
Soak up some rays with the sweet honey babies. But yesterday I went to the pool and it was a
Yeah.
sad state of affairs. It
Bad
wasn't
scene.
the hot people are gone.
Yeah.
It's all the
yeah,
losers.
Yeah.
Not to say that ugly people are losers. For the record.
Yeah, no, ugly people can be cool.
Right.
They can also be losers.
They're majority losers.
Hot people can also be cool and losers.
Yeah. But we're seeing the new Joe List Louis C.K. movie at 4:45 Angelica Theater, Village East. Have you watched the trailer or no? Do you know anything
No.
about this movie?
I don't know anything about it.
Holy cow! I
I
think you're
haven't
gonna.
seen anything about it.
I think you're gonna really like it. Do you want me to give you what
Yeah,
I think
let's
is the
give me-
premise of the movie?
Well, why don't you give me what the premise is? Or
Well, I think of what I
Okay.
think what the premise is.
which is there a difference between what you think it is and what they think it is?
I could have it wrong.
I love this. Yeah. Me and my buddy Rich were trying to explain a premise to a movie last night, and it was brutal. We couldn't get it right.
What do you mean? What, you had differing opinions on what the premise was, or the person that you
It's
were
a-
describing it to?
They were like, the movie is this Ben Affleck movie with Ana de Armas, and it's like kind of a thriller. It's called Deep Water, and it's kind of hard to describe. And
Well, what's it about?
So, this is the thing. It's really weird. So, Ben Affleck
The accountant? He's an accountant?
is dating. Okay, so like he's in an open relationship
I
with Ana
think
de
I know.
Armas.
This is a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie. It's like a thriller.
Is it on Apple? I think I've
It's
seen
on one
some
of
sort
those. I think it's Hulu, bro.
And he watches her like hook
Yeah.
up with people. It's like a cuck
Yeah.
type scenario.
It's a little voyeuristic. Oh. But they start disappearing, Ana de Armas's boyfriends. And so you're wondering who's right? So okay,
Affleck?
yeah. So you know what? I did a decent job on this round explaining.
Is it good?
It's not good. It's not bad though. Let's put
I
it.
like the premise, but it's very
Yeah.
cringy.
Yeah, it's
I-
fun. It's a fun. Yeah.
Can you name a worse thing to happen than to walk in on a significant other hooking up with someone else? Like, I've thought about it. It's never happened to me.
Right. It's not happening to me either.
But if I were to walk in on my girlfriend, wife,
Yeah.
fucking someone, I would lose I'd rather get shot in the arm, to be honest with
Really?
you. Yes.
So this is
100%.
what I need to hear. I need to hear what are the other things that
Right. Well, it seems like Samaha might have occurred to Samaha. He's itching to chime in on
The only
this.
other thing worse than seeing a significant other having with someone else is having with someone else two people. So getting dogged out from front and back, that'd be worse.
Wow.
Dogged out.
Eiffel
So
Tower.
wait, you come in and She's hooking up with 2 people.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't know.
That'd be
I wouldn't.
worse.
Well, that would be equally
I
as terrible.
think it would be equal. I don't think I'd be like, it couldn't be one. I don't think I'd like yell at her. And be like,
yeah.
2?
I could have dealt with
Christy, 2?
I could have dealt with, missionary with like a Brad, whatever.
Oh, I'm like,
But like an Eiffel Tower with 2 Spaniards. I mean,
I get it, but come on.
I get it.
The 2 Spaniards were hot, and you were in Spain.
Come on, really? You're gonna do this July 4th weekend?
I was going to try to surprise
is-
you.
I was gonna say that or another girl, opposite sex, and like you didn't know that she was interested.
See, that would be a little bit more palatable because then you
What?
haven't understood who she is. You know what I mean?
Do you just
If
hop
she was
in?
with another girl.
Do you hop in?
Oh, if it's just 2 girls? No,
no.
that's not an issue at all. I don't even really see. Come on, guys.
I would.
What are we even talking about? Unless she was like, "Hey, I'm in love. We're in love." Okay.
Right, there's just
Let's
a
have a
misunderstanding
yeah.
at that point where you're like, I thought I knew who you were. I didn't know this side of you.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? There's like a.
Can I tag me in? I mean, what is the issue?
I'll give you 5 minutes to deliberate amongst yourselves. I'll be outside.
Yeah, prepping. Do you need anything from me? Maybe you
Right.
could bring some like pigs
Some
in a
iced
blanket.
teas.
Yeah. Some iced teas.
Some Arnold Palmers
Baby, I'm just gonna leave these
on a
here.
tray.
Yeah. Baby, I'm just gonna leave these here.
And
I
they
know
give you the
guys
time you need.
Are doing a lot of work.
We can talk about this later. But by the way, after you're finished, I hope you could stay. We got dinner.
Yeah.
We got dinner later.
Oh wait, but you don't. But oh my god, what do you think? I actually don't think if I walked in on someone cheating on me that it would be the worst of things in my head. I actually don't think about it very often. I think I would take it almost in stride. I don't know. I'm not even kidding you. I would be like, half the relationships I've been in anyway, I wanted out of. So I might be like, you know what? You did it first.
I'm not the bad guy
Yeah,
now.
like I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of your hair. We knew this was coming.
We'll tell our friends it was mutual, right? We won't need to speak of this. I won't bring it up to our friends, but
yeah,
if you try to fuck me, snap a pic.
you will not. It was a mutual breakup. Yeah, but it sounds like for you almost think like there's nothing worse.
I've envisioned this scenario before,
don't
and
do
it's
that.
always with like some fictional girl. It's not like it's like with anyone I'm dating or seeing,
Yeah,
It's just some fictional girl that I attach with my relationship, and I'm like, oh,
In a dream or in a daydream or both?
daydream. I haven't dreamt it.
Oh, okay. You haven't dreamt it. Have you dreamt it, Samaha?
Yeah. My
Oh,
girlfriend
you
cheated
have.
on me.
You've dreamt it or daydreamt it? What'd you say?
Yeah.
No, dreamt it at night.
Yeah.
Vice versa, she has as well. And then
Really?
in the morning, she'd send a text to me being really angry,
Yeah. That's
saying
a
that I
classic.
cheated on her in her dreams.
That's a classic
Yeah.
TikTok.
And
Yeah.
you're like, babe.
Yeah.
I was also upset when she did it. So,
Like, envision it right now. You walk in,
No.
the shower's running.
How
Oh,
mad
I have
are
a
you,
really
though?
bad one that I'd like to share, actually.
What-
Yes.
What's the bad?
So I was, so this dream. it was-
Yes.
is-
We
this-
get really excited
this is,
for Samaha's pain. Yes.
Bring it to the pod.
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is a dream, an overnight dream, not a daydream. And my friend and I from home, like
What's this guy's name?
The guy that
he's not
hangs
my,
out
he's
with
not,
her
no,
a
he's
lot?
not my best friend. He's not that guy.
We
'Cause
knew
you
this
do have
guy.
a guy.
He's just a friend that I grew up with. So I had this dream.
Wait, what's this guy's name?
I had
Just
this.
give me a name.
no name. No,
No, come on. Give me a first name, no last.
Have you told this guy this?
no.
Initial. Let me get an initial something because I can't get into the story unless I got.
Give us a fake
Give
name.
him a fake name. Give him a name. Give him something.
Z.
Jared Schwartz.
Z. Z. All right.
Yeah.
So you're
Z.
there with
I actually
Z.
have a friend named Z, but it's not that friend. So if you're listening, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not,
sure.
It's not
Playing the
you.
role.
It's not you. So.
The Kansas City
Anyways.
Shuffle.
It's all redundant. So we were in bed. and we were having like some sort of sex party, and my friend was laying next to me in my bed,
Yeah.
and my girlfriend was riding on top of me while jerking him off.
Wow.
And that was the dream I had.
Oh, okay. I thought that was in real life.
No, this was not real
Okay.
life. This
wow.
was the dream.
Because I was about to get into some frat story.
We were
I was
talking
like,
a
wow,
dream.
Pat
This
took
is
it there.
completely different than walking in on. This is complete. You're complicit
Yeah.
in this.
And also,
no,
There's
this
a
is
boy
dream.
in the bed.
no,
I
no,
know, but
there was also
Miller's
there,
still thinks it's
there was
real.
other girls in the room. Like
It's a dream, bro.
no, there was
call up Z.
it was a one in one like ratio of men to women in the room.
Right. Two
How
on.
many
It
people?
was a two on two.
2 on 2.
Well, this was like a bounce around situation. So this was like a kind of an in betweener. So
There's
like,
so many terms.
he was
that
probably
are-
getting ready for someone else.
All right, everyone, bounce around. The minute's up.
right. So it's you and Z, your girl and another girl,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
your girl's riding you
Yes.
and giving a handy to Z.
This is a dream.
But this is a dream. But it's a very specific dream. I will say that.
Yeah, no, it was.
So
that
how?
is
Okay.
the most specific, like vivid dream I've had of recent.
And so then-
Where's the other girl?
She's
Wait.
coming, like she's on her way.
Oh, I thought he was
Whoa.
coming.
Okay. So she's
No,
not there. She's not there yet.
orgasmic.
Okay,
No, she's not
okay.
there yet. But yeah, that's a bad dream. There
And
you
you
go.
woke up
this
from
isn't
that dream.
walking in.
I woke up from that dream. And I was like, oh shit. Then I texted her. I was like, that was fucked up.
Did you tell her exactly?
Yeah. No, not exactly. I did
Oh, okay.
No.
So she doesn't know about
She doesn't
you.
know what happened exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Your a girlfriend would was like, if you like, we're like, hey, listen, Ariel, I had a dream you were jerking off my buddy.
My
She would be like, I'd be like, yeah, no, it was wild.
my nightmare is walking into my like house or
funny.
apartment. I hear the shower running, and then I hear some like moans and stuff
Yeah.
of my girlfriend, you know, and I'm like, oh, is she masturbating?
You're
You
like,
know?
Stacy?
I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird. She's masturbating, and then I hear a guy groan. I go, oh,
Yeah. Then,
and then I just leave.
You don't keep going?
No, I
Do you
I
see a
leave.
pair of like briefs on the floor?
No, I just and then I
What do you
leave,
mean? No.
and I like I think I like leave a note, and I'm like, I want you to leave the like when I'm gonna come back in 24 hours.
Yeah.
I want you gone.
You've really thought
I
about
would have
it.
turned on the cold water
I
and flushed
want
the
you
toilet.
gone. That's funny. Fuck with them. You want, yeah, you're like, you want to be like.
Because it's not the guy's fault,
You're
know.
picturing movies, though. Everyone does this. They picture a movie. I don't think it's like a movie. You know, it's not like the showers on, you know, and you hear people like moaning.
How do you know? You think this is like fictional? This never happened before?
I think it's probably not that like. It's probably not that like glamour. It's probably like kind of like sad and fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, you're like maybe they're like still in bed together or like fucking.
Well, there's that great. Remember Sideways?
You know, yeah,
That was a great one.
yeah. And then there's Andy Dufresne in Shawshank. That's the beginning of the movie.
Oh, is that what happens?
yeah, he
Maybe
walks
that's
in
what
on. Yeah, maybe that's why he walks in
Is
on.
that
his-
shower? Andy Dufresne.
I don't know if that's shower. Shower's kind of messed up though. If you hear the shower going, Silver Linings Playbook.
Is that what
is
happened?
the hit with the history teacher.
I'm like throwing.
There's a lot of them. Sliding doors. She catches him because she comes home early. What do you think? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna come home early from work and try to catch the?
No.
Yeah. I always
I
said.
might come home from work early because I'm coming home from work early. I'm not like risking my job to see if she's hooking up with someone, but I might happen to come home from work early at some point.
you don't.
And I'm not going to text her and be like, "Hey, clean it up."
You won't send a warning
I
text?
won't be like, "Warning, I'm coming home early."
I think you got to toss a warning out. I'm coming home early.
Coming home early just in case you're doing something that would anger me.
Yeah. I don't want anyone. I like coming home. If I was I just would want someone to let me know they're coming home early.
Get the fuck out of here. No, because that implies that something wrong is happening.
Well, maybe you could clean up. I'm just saying, maybe you got pizza everywhere and you're fucking, you're.
But that's none of her or his concern.
Yeah, not really, but it's kind of nice
If you're dating,
to have a
if you're
warning.
living together, if you're like husband and wife, if I got pizza everywhere, fuck it. I got
Yeah.
pizza everywhere.
You don't send I send a warning shot, I think, if I'm popping home early.
I think you're full of shit.
No, hey, I'm coming back home early.
And that's
maybe
it?
maybe we'll eat. Or are you still
What
there?
if she messaged you, why are you sending me this?
What? Well,
You think I'm doing something weird?
then we'd have a different problem.
But yeah, that's my word. How do we get to cheating?
Dreams, the dreaming of
What are you talking about?
walking.
How did we get to this cheating scenario? What were we talking about before?
I think you brought up that it was
Movies.
your worst
The movie
fear.
Deep Water.
Yeah. Deep water.
But what I think the premise of this movie is, the 4th of July,
Oh yeah.
I think Joe List is he's sober,
Okay.
and he's going to visit his family for the 4th of July. His family is having like a cookout or something like that.
It's a 4th of July movie.
It's a movie about it occurs on the 4th of July.
I kind of dig that because it is the 4th of July.
And he's sober, and I think he's going to like tell his family that he doesn't like, because they're all like alcoholics, and like he's trying to like, I guess, get at it, right? Have you seen the trailer?
No, but I want to go watch it. I read the synopsis.
Is that
His family's in Maine. He goes back to Maine, and I think that's.
yeah? It's gonna be good, man.
Well, Lou's very talented.
Lots of
I haven't
comics
seen
in it, too.
anything on it. Really, lots of comics.
Lots of comics.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that.
Sarah Tolmash is in it.
Okay.
Joe List. I think Bobby Kelly.
I tried
you-
to bring up the cast yesterday.
Lynn
I can't
Koplitz.
find it.
What do you mean you
Good.
can't find it?
I couldn't. Like on Google, I couldn't find it.
Go 4th of July cast. How can you not find it?
Yeah, what's it called?
I think 4th of July.
Wow. Okay.
4th of July, IMDb, 2022. Lynn Koplitz, Robert Kelly, Nick DiPaolo.
Therapist.
Louis J. Gomez.
Look at
Joe,
that.
like Katie Hannigan.
Yeah. It's like mostly
Godfrey.
stand-ups.
That's Godfrey, that first guy.
It'll be
Richard
interesting
O'Rourke.
to see how this pans out.
Sarah Tolmash, Will Sylvince, Gary Veter. It's gonna be great,
That's
dude.
Great. DePaulo.
Alan Harvey. And you know that everyone in the movie theaters, Liz Maley, you know that everyone in the movie theaters is just going to be like comedy fans. Like, I don't think anyone's there to like see a good movie. You know what I mean? It's going to be like
I'm
fans
hoping
of
it's pretty
Louis.
good.
It's going to
Yeah.
be fans of Louis and List.
Go down a little bit, Samaha. Do they have any more?
By the way, should we do another plug of
Louis edited it.
of The Rest of Your Life?
Yeah.
When's that coming out?
September.
By the way, big week for me here. I'm writing. I'm going to try to write.
They both wrote it. Okay.
Yeah, I think they wrote it together. I'm going to try to write my Semper Augustus movie this week. I'm doing a lock-in this week.
You're going
Good
for
old-fashioned lock-in.
When are you starting that?
After we watch the movie, I'm going to come home.
Nice.
I'm going to read over the outline tonight. I'm probably not going to start any pages tonight, but I'm just going to read over the outline that I have. Wake up tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to do 15 to 20 pages a day.
Yeah. Prep it up. Yeah, you'd be done pretty quick.
Yeah, if I can get around to it. I feel like 20 pages is hard now. I mean, I'm in the presence of a movie expert here.
Hey, it depends. Not necessarily. If you're pushing it, maybe like you'll do more on one day than another.
Right.
But
I'm hoping that's my
You
goal.
know
Is
what
if
I
I hit
mean?
20,
Yeah.
I'm not. If I can hit more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get it all out.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're going.
If I'm cruising, don't pump the brakes.
Yeah. Don't pump the brakes if you're cruising, I would say. But
Don't download Tinder.
yeah. Don't go down the that rabbit hole.
You got anything?
So many things.
I was reading today, and some Jehovah's Witnesses came up to me,
Yeah.
and the guy goes, "Don't want to bother you reading, but we're doing an event. We're doing like a weekend event. Love for you to come by, or whatever. Love for you to join us."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, thanks." And then walked by, and I was like, "It's kind of odd. That's kind of opposite of what I feel like Jehovah's Witnesses are like stereotypically annoying and like try to get you to do stuff, right?"
Yeah. They had a weekend retreat?
Yeah, they got this.
They're trying to
There.
get you to go. Oh, okay. Pursue peace.
There's probably like a stigma around,
You think
But
they're
they're
trying to
very
switch
annoying.
up their like
They're
the
trying to-
the Jehovah's Witnesses have come together and be like, "Listen, guys, we need to revamp our style
Yeah, this is a
here."
little different. This looks kind of nice.
Right? All the
Yeah.
lines on it seem really attractive to me.
Yeah.
Like, read one of the lines.
How can we enjoy that kind of peace today?
Yeah. Like, sign
Yeah.
me up. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Sunday sessions. Can we really become God's friends?
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'd like to be God's friend.
These are great. I mean, I was telling you, been reading the Bible a little more. Yeah, this looks nice. I mean, this could be a lovely weekend. Pursue peace. We should go. We should
I think
go
it's
up
I think it's
there.
virtual. That's the thing.
It's virtual.
I don't like the virtual.
No, I'm not doing a virtual.
They've run out of
spiritual.
money. They go, "We're gonna have to do it on Zoom."
How do you pursue the kingdom of the Lord
Should we
on Zoom? Why are people? This is getting crazy. Like,
Should we join on Zoom together and do weird shit in the background?
yeah, just like
Like we're just like
W-
doing
like
weird
wear
like
masks.
Step Brothers type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
wear
a
mask.
means where we could get a camera onto make it your web camera, and you could just do the pod.
Should we
Really?
plug Baby Shower Comedy on
oh my god,
like our Zoom thing is just an ad for Baby Shower Comedy?
the back.
Yeah.
That would be good. Or like we tell them that we have like really serious crimes to repent for.
Yeah. We're breaking the record in a couple months. We want them to
Yeah.
come by.
Oh yeah, that could be good. I'd go if it. Yeah,
Yeah, how's the Bible going?
I just read. It's a fantastic read. I gotta be honest. I'm reading Matthew, the Gospel, according to Matthew, the beginning of the New Testament.
How do you navigate through the Bible? Do you like
It's madness.
you do
I've
like a
tried
couple
before.
paragraphs and then you kind of sit there and think, or do you read like do you bust out 20 pages in a sitting?
Yeah, no, you can't do that. You do the like every line is seeped in rich history and profundity. It's almost impossible to read at any length. You're really reading like, and it's very fucking tiny. Like I have
Yeah.
this like King David version, and it's like really tiny font. You know, so it's like it's tough. Like it's a tough. Then there's like weird parts of it that kind of just suck. Like, excuse my French. Like, there's just like in the beginning of the Matthew one, it's like David led to Solomon,
Right.
and Solomon led to Ezra, and Ezra
Liza,
led to
yeah.
Liza.
Yeah.
And they do this for like 2 pillars of
The
text.
son of right.
And like, if you're a guy like me, I don't like to skip. You know, I'm not going to get quizzed on it, but I like to read it.
Right.
I don't want to like not.
And then you start daydreaming a little bit and you're like, wait, I need to go back.
Right.
Wait, who's the last person I remember? All right, David. Let me reread where that lineage goes.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing that like over and over in that section, broke through that section. I was like, okay, here we go. And then they start talking about Jesus and like his like how like the Bethlehem and the manger and Mary. So then you're getting history of him.
Right.
And then you get how he goes to the
You're really selling the Bible here.
yeah. So then he goes to the woods and gets tempted by the devil, and now it's kind of fascinating. You're like, you're like, whoa,
How
it's
does he
kind of
get
a
tempted?
trip. They kind of just tell you he's
He's
tempted.
tempted.
Yeah.
They left that part out. It's kind of a little teaser.
They just say for 40 days and
The
40
devil
nights.
shows up. He goes, "I'm tempting you."
Yeah, that's what they say, like the son of the world or man like comes and asks the savior, to come off the mountain. And you're like, wait, what's that? And he's like being tempted by the devil. So
Can you imagine thinking that you're being tempted by the devil? How maddening
fascinating.
that would be.
Yeah.
Because there are people in the world where they're like, the devil's,
Yeah, the devil, I mean, how I think of this stuff
the
is very
greatest evil.
psychological. So like I love Carl Jung.
Yeah.
And he interprets a lot of like Jesus's mythology and symbolism through the lens of like how it is in your psyche.
Right.
And Jordan Peterson talks a lot about it. So like
See, Mom, this is a good episode for you to listen to.
Mrs. Miller's, this is Mrs. Miller's app.
Yeah, chime in, Mom, whenever you, listen
Pursue
in.
peace. I hope everyone makes mass this Sunday.
We do fake podcast episodes just for my mom, so she thinks I'm like being good. We have 2 separate channels, one for my mom and then one for everyone
Hey,
else.
Matt, keep going. This one's for my mom. We'll edit the rest out. We should start doing a mass, like a we should go to mass, you and I.
Right.
And then we
And
could
dissect the homily.
come back and dissect the homily.
We record the homily. We go up to the priest before the mass. We go, "You mind if we record this? We do a little podcast."
Where we break down the homily post.
We're outside
Dude,
too.
that
We
would
get
be
a little.
legendary,
We get him to come on, the priest too, to kind of see what
Yeah.
he was thinking when he was drafting up the homily.
Yeah, in his quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that would be sweet, dude.
Isn't that kind of wild that
mass pod.
the priest every day he has to do a homily,
It's kind of
and
sweet,
what he does
though.
is read the passage that he's going to read that day,
Yeah.
and then he writes a little essay.
How would you, knowing? Yeah, would you probably write? I
I'd
would
riff.
probably. I would.
I'd riff.
I'd freewheel it a little bit. Maybe you do a little bit of a prep though.
There's this one priest. A lot of priests will stand behind the pulpit during their sermon.
Yeah, no.
This one priest, Father Metzler, my like childhood priest, he would come out from the pulpit and kind of go right in the center of the pews and kind of pace up and down the pews a little bit, strut his stuff.
Yup.
Really try to catch people sleeping. He'd come up to someone that was kind of dozing off. He'd go, and then what we got to do, try to get people to really pay attention. Yeah.
The double arm behind the back.
Yeah,
How is there a priest where they do the double arm behind the back?
and they got these flowing robes, so they
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
like.
Yeah. They have to move it right with their hand
Right.
out of the way.
Oh man.
Yeah, we had a guy
think
that
it's
used
too
to
late?
move around. We've got good prep with stand up. You could do a mean homily.
Did Tobin?
Pat, are you go
did
to
Tobin
mass?
quit? Did Tobin quit doing stand up? Well, he's like a priest now, so
Yeah,
he
he's
still
doing
does it. He's just not.
Yeah, he just does the homily.
Yeah, he does homilies every day.
Dude.
He gets stage time.
That would be sick. I'd be like, listen, we're going to check out Miller's homily.
Right.
You coming with? Sit up front. A reading from Isaiah 48:17. Yeah, Miller.
Guys, put out your phone. No phones.
Yeah. And Joseph said to the land
Please
of
stop
Zion.
heckling me. The devil's tempting me from the back row.
Wait, so listen. So
You go to church, Samaha?
he said no.
No.
No, I haven't been to mass in a long time.
But did you grow up Catholic?
yeah, I grew up maybe every other week going. And then
Maybe
my,
we'll
my
have a-
parents,
Group mass.
yeah, we kind of moved further from our church, and then we kind of just never went.
Yeah.
You know what my dad used to do? I used to love it. He used to make us. It was brutal, and I respected the shit out of it, especially now looking back. He used to make us, the whole family, stay for what he called the final hymn. How good is that? We're all begging him to get out of there, like
right,
you know.
we got the cookie, we got the wafer. Let's get out of here.
It's late. It's mid in the fourth quarter. We're gonna get drilled if we wait this
The
out.
traffic is going to be killer. I got a
Dad.
baseball game at
Yeah,
1.
That's right.
We need to get out of here.
Dad,
and
he
the
will-
more you try to
Yeah.
get out, the more he makes you wait.
That's what he would do. He would go, sit down. We're going to stay for the final culminating hymn,
Right.
he would say.
You know what I would do? I would genuflect beforehand to try to kind of get him to bust out early. That's like a little signal, like kind signal saying, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Just try to get him to...
Do some wrap-up moves.
Right. Wow, Matt's really taking this seriously
Right.
earlier in the Mass. Maybe when I kneel, something like that.
But would your dad? My dad would do this where if it like benefited him, we'd bust out of there. You know, if he had something going on,
I
he'd
think
be
maybe
"All right,
yeah.
let's go."
Yeah, maybe one. I got to be honest, though. My dad was a real stickler on this. He was a final hymn guy.
What, Matt? Do you not have an extra
Yeah,
5
that's
minutes
right.
for God?
That's right.
You don't have an hour for God a week?
And you know what it made you know what it made me do though, thinking back to, which was great, is the lesson of finishing things.
Oh yeah.
Cuz it's like the Mass is it is one song. And then everyone's going to say hello, and afterwards you can get a donut in the other
Right.
room, the donut room. Do they have that room for you?
Yeah, but not as much.
Where they had you everyone
We
ate
didn't
some
we didn't really do much.
real
Yeah.
You guys got out of there?
Well, no, I don't think anyone really did that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Have you brought that up to your dad? Have you been like, "Dad,
I'm going to tell him maybe this weekend.
I bet he's going to be like, finally." He goes, "I've done my job as a father."
That's right. The final hymn. No, I talked to my dad yesterday, and we got into the whole USC and UCLA to the Big Ten. Did you see that?
No, what?
Those schools joined the Big Ten
UCLA
conference in USC.
and oh,
Oh, okay. From the Pac-12. Yeah, it's kind of a wild,
Yeah.
pretty big deal. But, yeah, and then we used to go to Fortuna's after church.
right.
This, like, deli
Well, before we
in
get to
town.
Fortuna's, I think I've told you this. My dad, when we were leaving Mass, we would hustle to the car. We would do a little jog. You'd be like, "Come on, guy," and like all 7 of us would jog to the car to avoid the traffic.
You did, like, a light.
We did like a light
Like
jog
skip.
past people through the
Once-
parking lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
once
there's the
you-
Millers.
Yeah, once you've gotten in your weekly Holy Spirit, you
Right.
get out of there.
We got shit to do.
Yeah, the Millers.
So Fortuna's.
Yeah, we would go get like, I love that part of it. We would go get like something to eat, home fries, do a big breakfast
Right.
post Mass. You know, get in a nice.
And would you see some people there that
Yeah.
that were also coming from Mass? And you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
you
the
saw
Hardys."
a couple Mass people. Not too many, though. You know, I don't know what everyone else was doing, honestly. But we had, that deli had our picture, years later would have our football team picture up because we won the state championship.
In Connecticut?
Yeah. So we had our picture up. The senior class, me and like 15 other guys
Yeah.
were
What
up
position
there.
were you?
Tight end and outside linebacker. Yeah. So listen, right. So then he gets tempted, right? So listen, so then he comes down from the mountain.
What a passive aggressive way where Samaha's like, "Wrap up there. Let's get back to the old T,
Yeah, wait, Pat, did you
the old testy."
Pat really did not like
I was just curious of what year the Old Testament and New Testament came out. Old Testament, it was between 1200 and 165 BC. New Testament,
yeah.
New Testament between 50 and 80 A.D.
Yeah,
So
that's the whole point.
Matthew's
So I think-
New Test.
So
The first part of the New Test
But I'm saying I think we're due
for another
for
testament.
another testament.
Yeah.
Well, I've
maybe I'll
actually
pen
thought
it.
about. Does anyone have rights to the Bible, or can anyone publish?
There's no rights. I think it's in the public domain.
Like, can I make my own version of the Bible? I was thinking about ways to make it better,
Yeah, you could.
where I leave like some space. You know how people
Yeah.
like leave some spaces because the
Yeah.
Bible's all really truncated, very.
Yeah.
Where someone like you that likes to write notes.
Yeah.
Oh, great point. I have a double spaced Bible,
I would love that.
so you can write little notes.
I thought you were
as
talking about Mad Libs.
No,
I would love that.
that'd be wild.
A Mad Libs
Mad Lib
Bible.
version of the Bible, and you get to fill out little. And then Jared
old-
was tempted by the devil.
Yeah, the Old Testament's is a little wild. It's different. It's like Genesis, and like God is like, it's not like Jesus is the
fearing.
new. Jesus is like, it's kind of a wild. It's kind of cool to read. It's like Neo. I'm gonna use something modern to link it, but it's like reading about Morpheus versus Neo. Is the old and the new, right? So like Jesus is a story of kind of Neo. Yeah, you're like, and you're like, wow, this Jesus guy comes in hot in the New Testament. So he
Right.
comes in. So listen, so he comes down from the mountain. So he starts healing everybody. And in the book, you can just read it. They're like, he's healing everybody, right? People are following him. He's going to fishers. He's like, follow me, and you will seek the kingdom of the Father who is in heaven. And they're like, then the book's like, they put everything down and followed him. So they keep using the multitudes. They're like multitudes of people are following him.
Right.
As he's just going around healing people with leprosy. People can see, they're blind, then they can see. Eventually, he gets to like
The lepers is always a big one.
Yeah.
That's always a big story. People have arms falling off, and you just
yup. He goes, and then they're healed.
look up frankincense and myrrh. Can you give
So then,
Can you give people raw frankincense and myrrh? Is it expensive? Myrrh. That might be my new thing.
yeah, that's
For
a
like
nice.
a birthday, I give them myrrh. They're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I got
Myrrh's
you
weird.
frankincense."
And myrrh.
Like, can you? Right? Isn't that a good
Yeah.
gift?
I mean, it's different.
Ooh. Frankincense tiers 487.
I want to smell that. I got sage at the crib. And jasmine. I do some incense.
We have 1 pound here on Amazon for $15.50 of frankincense.
And myrrh.
And they go, "Why'd you get me?" I go, "Is it not good enough for you?" That's what the 3 kings gave Jesus. You're too good for
Yeah.
frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to give them gold, but
Yeah, you
go
can't
ahead.
the holy you can't take and don't forget about the myrrh. That's what you say to them.
Yeah, what's myrrh?
So listen, so then he goes, so finally in like to section 6, he comes down, he's like in the mountain and he comes down.
This is Jesus.
Yeah, and he just starts preaching. So the history's done, and like the disciples are listening, and he just starts going ham. And for like 2 pages, it's just like Jesus like spitting game.
Oh, he
It's
hasn't
like
really
his
spoken
it's like his
yet.
10 crack commandment. Yeah, he just
hasn't
starts
really spoken yet.
Yeah.
And now he's like in the book, he's like,
And he's even referencing like the Old Testament. He's going, they said, hate thy enemies in or an eye for an eye. He's like referencing the God of the Old Testament said an eye for an eye. He's like, not an eye. It's not an eye for an eye. It's like you love your enemies and you bless them. And if they take your wallet, give them your cloak also. It's like gangster, dude. He's like updating it.
how does he? What you think the Old Testament was like widely published back in
He's-
0 BC?
Yeah. Apparently he had, and that's the distinction that happens between the two is like,
He's like, I don't know if I've read the
Yeah,
Old Testament. I don't know if you guys have gotten a copy. There's like 1 copy floating around this whole
that's
whole country.
Really funny. How does he
But
know?
yeah,
Yeah, no, he brings it up, and they bring it up in this book. Here, I'll read you one right now in this book
Here we
too. Because I made a mark because I was like, wow, this is wild. He goes,
wait, so you're reading the Bible? Or you're reading some?
No, this is the guy
Little-
references the Bible. So this
Oh,
is the
okay.
exact passage I was reading in Matthew. He goes, "Ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth." So that's referencing the Old Testament.
See that first line? Ye
This
hath-
is Jesus. This is Jesus talking. Ye have heard that it hath been said. Okay, so he's being like, yo, I know you heard what my pop said. Okay?
You should do a full set talking
Yeah.
like ye hath heard.
Ye hath heard the man, right? An
Yeah.
eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you. So here's he's going, this is what y'all don't understand. You misunderstood.
Right.
Okay, that's why he sent me. He's going, that's why I'm here, right? He's going,
Someone made some errors
yes, the Old
in the
Testament.
Old Testament. No one proofread it. No one has proofread the Old Testament.
Listen,
they didn't throw it by God's table.
That's right. That's right. God has got some updates. He goes, but I say unto you that ye resist not evil. So don't resist evil. But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek,
Smite.
turn to him the other also. And if any man will sue thee at law and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. Come on, bro. He's
Now, are
telling
you practicing that at all, or no?
I'm trying to, like, if you try to take advantage of me, I try to help you take advantage of me now. I go, fine, you know what? I'm Jesus. I'll give you the other cheek.
I can't wait until we pass by a homeless guy on the way to the movie and he's asking for money. You go, no, sorry. I don't have it."
Tom always makes fun of me about this, is I'll be like preaching about some shit with Tom, some presents, and then someone will ask for money and I'll immediately be like, God, they're so bad around here. You know, it's just terrible. So then here's one more. This is the last one here.
Yeah.
This one's great. Ye have heard that it hath been said. So once
Again?
I'm telling you, he goes through it like
They're like, he needs to update his
like
he's
line
kind of
by
repeating these.
line by line. And now when you're reading the Bible, it's kind of wild because you're going, man, this guy is like getting down the business. There's no more stories. He's not walking around the desert. He is straight up just like telling you. This is when he talks
He
about
knows
like,
what's
adultery.
coming.
Tree. Yeah. He's like, like lust, like he tells you how to pray. So I didn't know this. The Our Father, it comes from the literal Gospel of Matthew, the text. At least in there, and he literally just says, "Don't pray with with redundancies." He's like, "Don't just like ask for what you want and
Right.
repeat shit." He goes, "This is how you pray," and then it's the Our Father.
Really?
Our Father. Yeah, he like tells you how to pray. It's like kind of wild. It's like, wow, so Jesus. So there you go.
Some people are starting to leave a little bit. He's like,
Here's how you pray.
here's how you pray. They're like, all right, I think I get. But you think there's a version of the Bible where the Old Testament saying stuff, and then in the side it goes, by the way, in the New Testament, Jesus did kind of debunk this.
Yeah, I think it's called Judaism.
So don't take this
yeah.
at face value.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the Jewish faith don't buy the New Testament, or they don't
The
buy
Old
him as the Savior. No,
Right. But what I'm saying is in the Old Testament,
they put like footnotes.
it's like crossed out. It's like, so you can still read it, but it's like, but Jesus said that this is bullshit.
yeah, like an updated version.
Yeah.
You should put that in yours. That's pretty funny.
The Old
guys.
Testament revised by Jesus.
That's literally what like the new. That's like what it is.
Yeah.
So
And
this.
the Old Testament's way longer, right?
yeah,
It's like
longer.
3/4 of the Bible or something like
It's-
that.
they're like-
The New
yeah.
Testament's shorter.
Yeah, New Testament's just the Gospels, and then like Corinthians, I think, or maybe that's old.
Did they say what the 12 disciples do after Jesus died, or is it kind of?
I'm not even got. This is what I'm saying. It's kind of fascinating. I'm really not that far.
We
I
gotta
got so hung up on his
We
fucking.
gotta get a Bible update
his-
from Hardy in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Every
yeah.
couple weeks, we'll get a Bible update.
I'll give
from
you guys
the
an
Hard
update.
Diz.
I'll penetrate deeper into the text, and then I'll translate it for everyone.
You should get a Jesus T-shirt, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
With
Well,
like
once
some
I got
thorn,
some tats.
with some like the thorn halo, so they really know who it is.
Yeah. So this is the last one. He goes, "Ye have heard that it hath been said." What?
Nothing.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, so here's his update. Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father who is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. Game. Spinning
And that's when you
game at
when
you.
you read that passage, you kind of throw down the Bible a little bit.
That's right. You go, oh, that's right. The sun does rise on the good and the wicked alike. So you can be equitable in the same manner.
Well, ye.
Ye Miller, ye thy Miller. Mrs. Miller, thank you for tuning. This is Mrs. Miller's favorite app.
Whenever
Mrs.
someone
Miller,
does you
sound off in
wrong-
the comments.
Yeah.
Whenever someone does you wrong, you go, oh, you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll figure it
You'll
out.
figure it out eventually, at one point or another.
Yeah, you'll figure it
When
out.
you're in eternal hell.
Well, that's the thing. He's like a little less.
Right.
The other god's kind of like intense. But I love dude. I've read the Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, the Tao Te Ching, all these older spiritual texts. I just hadn't really dug in. The Bible's probably going to take me forever too, because it's massive.
Do you read this in public or private?
No,
Private.
yeah,
You don't bring the Bible because it's kind of frowned upon.
that's what
Catholicism now.
Jesus literally says it in the Gospel. He says, "Practice your."
He goes in 2022. All the priests will be.
No, he says don't do it in the street like all the hypocrites do. So he's like people who pray in the street do it because they're hypocrites because they want man to see.
Right.
It. He
What's
says
that
do
called
it in
again?
secret.
Virtue signaling.
Yes, it's wild. It's in there, just like he said. It's like
Listen, that ye hath not seen, do not virtue signal.
yeah.
Wow, man, I don't even know where to go from here. Where do you
There's
go from the
no-
Bible?
there's no
There's
way
literally no way out.
We got to get back onto like a benign riff.
Or talk about your favorite Bible movies.
Bible movies.
I don't know.
I just saw a good one with Wahlberg. Father Stew. No one saw this, by the way.
Passion of the Christ.
No, what's the one
I
with
didn't see
Ethan
it.
Hawke? You know the Ethan Hawke one where he's a priest and he like kills himself?
Yeah, First Reformer.
First
or
Reformed.
something.
Ethan Hawke, man, I don't know why
Yeah.
some people don't like that guy.
I
That guy's
like
an
Ethan
amazing actor, man.
I just saw his new movie too, The Black Hand.
The Black Hand.
Yeah, you should check. Yeah,
How many fucking movies? You
I go to
watch,
a
man?
lot. I mean, I went a lot this week too.
How many times?
I think I went 4 times this week.
What flicks?
I saw Top Gun again
Again, dude. That
on Thursday night.
with people or by yourself?
No, just a solo. These
you
are
have
late night.
Letterboxd?
I went after a show, so I'll go to
You got to get Letterbox.
yeah. What? I'll
You
get
don't
it
like
on my
rating?
phone. No, I'll get Letterbox.
I need some ratings out of you.
Yeah. Elvis.
You want to know what I watched?
What's that?
Everywhere, Everything, All at
Oh,
Once,
yeah.
all that. I thought that was a 5 out of
Yeah,
5.
it was great. Yeah,
5 out of 5.
yeah, it was fantastic. It was a fantastic
You've read Attached?
piece. No, is that the?
Schwartz threw me on this one.
Oh yeah, I saw him the other.
I think Luciano told me to.
He was
read it.
trying to weasel his way on today.
Yeah, he was asking to be on the pod today. I
Was
said
he?
no.
That could have been nice.
Nah, fuck Kevin Schwartz. dude.
No.
He's not an assist. I feel like for
No.
a podcast, you need to be able to throw assists out. You know,
Yeah,
he's
well,
not an assist man. He'll just drown out No matter what comes up, he'll just drown the conversation.
Kraus could be a good guest.
Kraus would be a great guest. We need to write that down.
I'll know. He was texting me. Well, we could have him.
I mean,
feel
you're going
like
to Coney Island tomorrow, right?
maybe, yeah.
Well, since last week's episode, I further approached my contestant for
Yeah.
the third chair. Like the
John Kennedy.
I approached John H.
Yeah, hell's yeah.
I call him
What'd
John
he-
H.
what'd he
Kennedy. I
say?
think that's funny. He's down.
He's down.
What is he gonna say?
He's
No.
down.
What is he gonna say? No.
He's down.
So you got Kraus. He's
He's
got
down.
John Kennedy. You
Yeah,
know
you
Zach.
get-
You know Zach Brazow.
Shit, I don't know.
Zach Brazow.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he doesn't have a podcast.
Brazow. He's a good third though, because you know it's a certain energy.
He would be a good. He might take the reins a little bit,
All
but
right,
it's a
that's
good.
all right.
It's a good reins.
Okay, it's like a Jamal Crawford, where it's like he's sixth man, but he could take over the game.
Where would you rate Jamal Crawford? C plus.
Oh, no, that's my favorite. A plus, B plus. No, Jamal Crawford. Yeah,
B minus.
B plus.
in the history of the NBA, maybe a B.
B minus. Come on.
You think
Jamal
B?
Crawford.
I could see B minus. I could see B minus.
Jesus.
I could see B minus.
Well, I should edit this like ESPN, and we should talk about the contestants as if you were like Stephen A.
Right. This guy's got this attributes.
Yeah.
So Brazow went to
I like
Harvard.
that. Okay.
He's well read. He's sober.
Nice.
Extremely well read. And he
Is he a comic?
yeah, he's a
Oh,
comic.
okay.
He's one of the best hosting sets I've ever seen in my life. He did like 25 minutes up
Yeah.
top hosting.
Nice.
It was insane.
Where were you?
It was a few months ago. It was at Grove 34.
Oh, okay.
And he's the type of guy where if he runs a show, he'll only have like 3 comics on because he likes to do a lot of time.
Yeah.
Hosted for 25 minutes. And during the hosting set, me and Anthony DeVito were like in the hallway cracking up. And he's like, who is this guy? I'm like, Zach Brazow, man. He's like, this is
Nice.
incredible. It was a transcendent performance.
Yeah.
But he just has a wealth of knowledge. He's got one of these brains where he
gotta see
remembers everything that he's read.
Yeah.
He's got like an opinion on everything. But I don't want to like build up my contestant too much here. You know?
Your contestant sounds good. Maybe we should start getting him on though.
We should start getting Who should we start with? Kraus?
Yeah, maybe
Should we do
should.
Kraus next weekend?
Yeah. Do we do him for the whole ep, or do we do him for 10 mins, or?
I thought we put him in a third chair. Give him a camera.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Third chair.
If he chimes in, he'll chime in.
And do we do interview style up like
No.
because we're
You gotta-
introducing him? You know.
I think you got to let loose a little bit on how you want it to go. I like the idea that we keep it how we are.
right.
Like there's the base, but let see how the energy adds.
Just see what happens.
Yeah. Now,
Don't plan too much.
yeah. But I agree with you. We don't want to be literally
Because I'm imagining what's going to happen is Kraus is going to be here. We're going to say, all right, like, subscribe, review, comment. We got Dylan Kraus here.
yeah. No, then we'll
And
start
then we have to
bantering.
describe Dylan in a way.
No. We can do a literal. We'll do it we'll pod, and there's a third chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Will he know this?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell him. I'll ask him.
Right.
But
you're going to be does he understand the gravity of a third chair? Does he understand that the third chair is not as significant as the first and second chair?
I think we're all gonna have to feel that out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're all gonna have to you and I are gonna have to start it up. So
And we're more looking at each other. He's over your shoulder. So it's almost like
Yeah.
he's not really here in a way.
no, I think that's how we can start it up, so that then he gets a couple shots in.
Right.
Now we're cooking. Right? So now there's a base and a satellite.
We'll tell him we're
Right.
running the game. If you want to throw some shots in during the game, throw some shots in.
Yes. That's
kind of
right.
the analogy.
It probably won't be like you and him bantering or me and him bantering, right?
He'd have to know to feel comfortable enough to chime in when he, seems appropriate.
Kraus is going to be sweating. He's going to be so anxious during this, dude. I already know he's going to be like,
No, he's one of the only people I know that has the egolessness enough to actually perform the task without completely melting down. You have to think of someone.
has he been on a podcast before, do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure he has. You just have to think of someone that like can actually like fit into an energy.
Yeah.
They can't overtake it. So like that's a certain type of person.
John H. Kennedy, I don't know much about him. I know he's from one of the Dakotas.
Yeah.
I think north or south, one of them. He likes movies. He's like a movie buff,
Nice.
movie guy, and he's a youngin. So I think he's like 23. So there you go.
That's a
little bit
good.
about John Kennedy.
That's a pretty good candidate.
Yeah.
You know.
You think he'll be able to withhold himself?
Yeah. I think he'll be the dark horse.
Yeah.
I need to get it. Do you still do OnlyFans or no?
Of course, yeah. Why do you ask?
We should either get Karen on the pod for the Guinness. I kind
Yeah.
of want to start pumping out guest spots on other pods. Try capture some guests
Here on other pods.
on other pods.
You want to go on other pods?
Yeah, I
Oh.
feel like you should go on other pods too
I
and
have
capture some guests
I have gone on other pods.
or subscribers.
Yeah. No, I've been out there, dude. Are you kidding me? I was on Greg and Rob just a couple
Hours ago.
a week, a month ago.
Yeah.
Apple.
Do we got anything else? I feel like we'll wrap it up now.
No, I've been listening to the Drake album. It's great.
Is it?
Peeps are just
Summer music
yeah.
produced by Carnage.
Yeah.
Some of the songs.
Is it? Summer music. All right.
It's lit.
Dance
It's
music.
super consistent, which is in my opinion, I heard this guy say it's his most consistent sound on an album since like if you're reading this, it's too late. It's great. One sound. I think it's good listen.
All right.
Get something to eat.
We good?
Like, subscribe. Pursue peace.